Welcome to Guru Call. Today, we are learning about assertiveness and self-confidence. Self-confidence plays an important role in our everyday lives. Being confident allows us to set and reach our goals. It provides stability when we are faced with a challenge. It gives us that push that helps us overcome difficulties. Self-confidence is necessary in our personal and professional lives, as without it one would not be successful in either. What is assertiveness and self-confidence? Assertiveness is a skill regularly referred to in social and communication skills training. Being assertive means being able to stand up for your own or other people's rights in a calm and positive way, without being either aggressive or passively accepting wrong. Assertiveness means standing up for your personal rights, expressing thoughts, feelings and beliefs in direct, honest and appropriate ways. Being assertive involves taking into consideration your own and other people's rights, wishes, wants, needs and desires. Being assertive includes being open in expressing wishes, thoughts and feelings, and encouraging others to do likewise. Listening to the views of others and responding appropriately, whether in agreement with those views or not. Accepting responsibilities and being able to delegate to others. Regularly expressing appreciation of others for what they have done or are doing. Being able to admit to mistakes and apologize. Maintaining self-control and behaving as an equal to others. Self-confidence is an attitude about your skills and abilities. It means you accept and trust yourself and have a sense of control in your life. You know your strengths and weakness well, and have a positive view of yourself. You set realistic expectations and goals, communicate assertively, and can handle criticism. Having high or low self-confidence is rarely related to your actual abilities, and mostly based on your perceptions. Confident people are more prepared to tackle everyday challenges and recover from setbacks. This all leads to a greater degree of optimism and life satisfaction. How to increase your self-confidence? First, recognize and emphasize your strengths. Reward and praise yourself for your efforts and progress. When you stumble on an obstacle, treat yourself with kindness and compassion. Don't dwell on failure. Set realistic and achievable goals. Do not expect perfection. It is impossible to be perfect in every aspect of life. Slow down when you are feeling intense emotions and think logically about the situation. Recognize that past negative life experiences do not dictate your future. There are 4 styles of communication: passive, aggressive, passive-aggressive, and assertive. Passive behavior is the avoidance of the expression of opinions or feelings, protecting one's rights, and identifying and meeting one's needs. Passive individuals exhibit poor eye contact and slumped body posture, and tend to speak softly or apologetically. An aggressive individual communicates in a way that violates the rights of others. Thus, aggressive communicators are verbally or physically abusive, or both. Aggressive individuals display a low tolerance for frustration, use humiliation, interrupt frequently, and use criticism or blame to attack others. They use piercing eye contact, and are not good listeners. The passive-aggressive person uses a communication style in which the individual appears passive on the surface, but is really acting out anger in a subtle, indirect, or behind-the-scenes way. They express their anger by subtly undermining the real or imagined object of their resentments. Frequently they mutter to themselves instead of confronting another person. Assertive communication is born of high self-esteem. Assertive people value themselves, their time, and their emotional, spiritual, and physical needs. Assertive people feel connected to other people. They create a respectful environment for others, and do not allow others to abuse or manipulate them. Now, what is the obstacle to our goals? Obstacles are encountered every day of our lives, but what we do and how we react during these events will determine the outcomes of such events. Our reactions to these obstacles will determine if the situation becomes a minor annoyance to a major event. Overreacting to a small annoyance can magnify the issue and make larger than it actually is. A person who has been brought up in a happy and positive atmosphere, where people value success and self-improvement, will have a much easier time thinking positively. One who was brought up in a poor or difficult situation will probably continue to expect difficulties and failure. Negative thoughts center on the individual, others, and the future. Negative thinking causes problems such as depression, pessimism, and anxiety. Let's discuss communication skills next. Strong communication skills are essential for assertive interaction with others. Humans are social animals, and communication is a very important part of our daily lives. Every interaction we have with another person, including face-to-face, over the phone, chatting online, or even texting, is communication happening, and have strong communication skills will benefit every type of interaction we encounter. Hearing versus listening. Hearing is the act of perceiving sound by the ear. Assuming an individual is not hearing impaired, hearing simply happens. Listening, however, is something that one consciously chooses to do. Listening requires concentration so that the brain processes meaning from words and sentences. The art of active listening allows you to fully receive a message from another person. Especially in a situation involving anger or a tense interchange, active listening allows you to be sensitive to the multiple dimensions of communication that make up an entire message. Asking questions. Active listeners use specific questioning techniques to elicit more information from speakers. Open questions. Open questions stimulate thinking and discussion or responses, including opinions or feelings. They pass control of the conversation to the respondent. Clarifying questions. A clarifying question helps to remove ambiguity, elicits additional detail, and guides the answer to a question. When you ask a clarifying question, you ask for expansion or detail, while withholding your judgment and own opinions. Closed questions. They usually require a one-word answer, and effectively shut off discussion. Closed questions provide facts, allow the questioner to maintain control of the conversation, and are easy to answer. Last one is body language. It is a form of nonverbal communication involving the use of stylized gestures, postures, and physiologic signs which act as cues to other people. Nonverbal communication is the process of communication through sending and receiving wordless messages. It is the single most powerful form of communication. Nonverbal communication cues others about what is in your mind, even more than your voice or words can do. In communication, if a conflict arises between your words and your body language rules every time. Presenting skills. Presentations made by assertive, self-confident people can achieve the desired outcome. Being prepared is the main tool in giving a powerful presentation. What to do when you are on the spot. Regardless of the situation, things are guaranteed to happen, and not always according to plan. Irrespective of the presentation venue, 4 actions can help you convert an interruption into an opportunity. Always expect the unexpected. At the beginning of the program, work the audience to pre-frame them, to create a mindset. Through light remarks, humor, or other responses based on your read of the group, leads them to make commitments to be playful, curious, flexible, and energized. Create several positive anchors that you can use later. An anchor is something unique that you do or say that automatically puts the audience in a resourceful or emotional state. If something unexpected happens, first smile, and then quickly ask yourself, how can I turn this event into an opportunity to create humor or illustrate a point? Using STAR to make your case. STAR is an acronym that stands for situation or task, thoughts, and feelings, actions, results. The STAR model helps you deal with recurring problem situations such as repeated mental blocks or anxieties stemming from interpersonal situations. Hope you learned something interesting. Keep following Guru Kal for more amazing content.